Hey friends, it's Kip Icon and welcome back to Kip Plays Kentucky Route Zero. We are on the Echo River and we stopped at a gas station. We cut it close. I usually find this place upriver. Everybody's on the lake tonight. Running on fumes? Yeah, it's this little game I play. Try to get the needle all the way down before I fill it back up, like playing chicken with the fuel gauge. Sounds ridiculous, right? Sounds efficient. It may be. I never thought of that. Anyway, it's nice to see you two. Most of my regular passengers must have gotten held up elsewhere in their journey tonight. It's that storm, I think. Watching Ezra sprint past. Look at him go. That kid has a lot of energy. It's got to be past his bedtime or something, right? He's nocturnal. He'd have to be with the company he's keeping. You don't have any of your own. I mean, no, I guess not. I just realized you two come through here so often. We chat about all kinds of stuff, but I never thought to ask about family. Yeah, good question. Like, do robots have family? We're all the family we need. That's sweet. So, how about that storm upstairs? Did you two get caught in it? I heard it kind of roamed around, uncertain. I'm sure we'll hear all about it tomorrow. Flooding, property damage, probably killed a few tomatoes. It's got the river churning and everyone headed to the lake here, where the water's calmer. I myself don't mind navigating a choppy river, not at all. I've got a good feel for it. Plus, it's better for fungal growth. High water consumes the cave moths, and their wet wings clump together into these little balls of nutrient-dense mushroom food, jammed by current here and there between the rocks. You've never seen a mushroom grow like on a soggy cave moth carcass. Wow, is that real? Amazing. If I could get a day off, Val and I would be out there all day tomorrow to harvest. I mean it, they'll be ready by tomorrow. A mushroom will grow just as fast as you can pump water into it. Really? Hey, are you two headed out this way tomorrow? Maybe I could send Val ashore with you for a few hours. She's got a remarkable nose for mushrooms. You wouldn't even need to know what to look for. Put a bag around her neck and she'll just bring them back to you. Oh, that's the dog, right? Yeah. We don't know where we'll be tomorrow. I should have figured. Seems you two are always on the move. It does seem that way. Silence. So, I should get back aboard. No rush. I just want to brew some tea before we get underway. Headed into the station? Ooh. Thought I'd grab some black coffee for the old man. He's looking a bit waterlogged. Sure, don't want him falling asleep on you. Nah, he'll be alright. He seems like the type who can hold his liquor. Seems like he has a little experience, I mean. Hey, while you're in there, could you remind the gas... Well, I don't know, after 15 months, right? After 15 months, the potential exists that your tolerance would go way down to alcohol and you'd be a mess. Hey, while you're in there, could you remind the gas station attendant this fuel is on my tab? Charged to the Mucky Mammoth. Oh, and Will wanted a scratch ticket. Thanks. I think I'll just watch the lake for a bit, ma'am. Alright, we are going to go inside the gas station. And we're going to talk to... Well, let's have a conversation with Johnny and Val, shall we? And actually, I'm going to be right back, Franz. Alright, sorry about that, Franz. Had to blow my nose. Johnny, what do you think of that other dog we've got on board, Val? Homer's a sleepy old hound dog. I know he isn't doing any mushroom hunting, that's for sure. Homer came along with that old man drinking up all your beer. He's alright, though. Oh, I'm a little worried about that guy, to be honest. Good thing he seems to be traveling with friends. So, would you like to ride with us for a day? I guess you'd miss Kate, even just for a day. Maybe we can still talk her into it. Looking for crystals? Why do you assume I'm looking for crystals? We've got them on sale. All kinds of folks come in here looking for crystals. There's a few over there with milky white shocks through the middle, like you caught a piece of a cloud. People seem to like those a lot. Yep, popular crystals. You work on the mammoth? I can add it to your tab. Oh, you know the tugboat? The captain, Kate, said I'd have to remind you. Sure, they're here every night. It's okay. I have one of those faces. Forgettable. I wouldn't say that. It's okay. I've learned to accept it. In fact, I've learned to cherish it. There's dignity in being forgotten, letting the crowd flow around you unspoiled. I used to live in a real city, Cleveland, Ohio. I had some family money then, and I didn't have to work. I lived in hotels, in daylight. I walked wherever the people were. My only duty to the crowd, I was its observer, its historian, its detective, its poet. Well, the money ran out, and I dispersed with the rest of them. I took my duties with me here to Lake Leth and the Echo River. I live behind this counter, anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity. And yourself? No, I don't think so. I'm not alone. Sure, so you say. I say you can travel in company and still be alone. We keep all the crystals on that shelf over there. Buy one and get one free of equal or lesser symmetry. Norm to attendant. Shit, that floodwater washed you halfway up out to sea. I was looking for you down by New Konisberg, same as usual, but ain't nobody there, and the river's deep as an elephant's. That actually, New Koningsberg is underwater, according to here and there along the Echo. Noticing Junebug. Oh, didn't see you there, ma'am. Pardon my language. What, elephant? Alright, you're no paper flower, I see that. Extending his hand warmly. I expect you must be Loretta. Enchanted to meet you, sorry I'm late. Hey, is that coming on too flowery or something? Enchanted? Repeating it now, I feel a little silly. Who's Loretta? Enchanted sounds pretty old-fashioned. Is that the kind of gal Loretta is? I guess I don't know. What is it, like a blind date or something? But now I'm double embarrassed. How do you know Loretta? I really don't. I met Loretta on the computer. Hey, I was right. We met each other we spoke through the computer and agreed to meet. I don't know the terminology. I haven't dated in quite a while. Back when I met Greta, that's my wife, excuse me, my ex, or maybe I am her ex. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, back then, there wasn't even such a thing as computers at all. I mean, I guess there probably was, but I never heard of one. I worked in textiles. So, here I am. So what's your plan when Loretta shows up? Oh, maybe head down to the rum colony. Shoot, I forgot to ask if she likes to drink. You really never know these days. I guess first I'd ask her about that. If she doesn't like rum, I'd maybe try to take her by the bat sanctuary. That's pretty romantic in a sense. I mean, like misty valleys and ruined churches romantic. Not like flowers and chocolates romantic. Which I like misty valleys and ruined churches romantic much more anyway. Of course, they got that memorial there. That's a little depressing, actually. Maybe we kind of sail around that. Damn it all, I guess I probably missed her. I wonder if she'll agree to meet me again. I'm sure she'll understand with the weather and all. Nice of you to say so. Well, I guess I'll head on back. Hey, supposing Loretta doesn't want to see me after all. I'm out of your league. I won't argue with that. Actually, I wanted to ask you for some advice. I had to type up a sort of autobiography for the computer date, and I spent a lot of time on it, but I only got one reply, and that was Loretta herself. I was happy to meet her, but supposing she's lost interest now, do you think you could maybe give me some feedback? It's only a paragraph or so. I have it all memorized. I spent so damn long writing it. Okay, here's how it goes. I am really excited for this, Franz. I'm a good-natured man, retired, and spend most of my time. Let me just start over. I'm a good-natured man, retired, and spend most of my time sailing the Echo River, riding currents of subterranean gas and that strange invisible wind that moans out of the small tunnels along the bank. seeking a companion to map the river with me. I have 2 grown children, but they live far away. No goofballs. Okay, what do you think? What was that about goofballs? I mean, like, serious inquiries only. You might miss out on some really great goofballs. You may be right about that. Yeah, seriously, like, that's the thing that I notice, I was on Tinder for a while, and it's like, people with a bunch of rules, like, even if you fit into that, like, framework, it's still, like, off-putting, and I don't know, I don't ever respond to people like that. Why mention your children? Oh, just, I figure it'll come up somehow. I don't know how people feel about dating with kids. Like I said, it's been a while. Are you proud? Yeah, sure I am. My son is a school teacher and my daughter owns a printing press. Good people. Yeah, maybe I just mentioned it there hoping I'll get asked to brag a little. That's cute. That's really cute. The thing about the wind is a little much. Yeah, you're probably right. I wanted to show my poetic side. I'll save that for the date. Alright. Thanks for your help, ma'am. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm ready to get back on that computer. You have a good night now. What's left of it, anyway. Sorry I'm so stuffed up tonight, Franz. I don't know what that's about. The crystals are rough, dirty. Some are damp. They must have come out of the river. That attendant is a trip. Anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity, he said. Junebug tries to scrape some green algae off a larger specimen, examining it for the kind of cloudy inner formation that the attendant said was so popular. Who knows? Maybe he's onto something. What does that say? Something ha-k-u, and a few numbers are woven through the algae. What? Thank you? But what has to happen to a person to make them think that way? Oh, does Johnny ever feel like that? This isn't algae at all. It's a decayed plastic bag caught on the rock. I took a vacation to China, and we were on the Yangtze River, and I was looking down at all these beautiful multicolored stones on the shore. And I was like, dang, those stones are bright red and orange and green and stuff. What the heck? And come to find out, it was all trash, like chip bags, and it was interesting to go from, wow, look at those beautiful stones, to, oh god, this is really filthy, isn't it? What's that? It's a crystal. I bought it for you. Wow, thank you, ma'am. Hey, could you hold on to it for a minute? I'm gonna go look around inside. Wish me luck. Good luck. So now we're Johnny. It's so interesting how we're just kind of willy-nilly freely switching player characters these days. Did my Johnny talk your ear off out here? I suspect there are some things he can only say to animals. I'd like to think he could say anything to me. So it seems like Johnny and Junebug are experiencing some strife here. Where did these crystals come from? There used to be a young man who came by here and traded them for gas. He is a diver. I guess he found them diving. Haven't seen him in a while, though. That right there could be the last of them. To be honest, our whole inventory is pretty low right now. There's a delivery boat that usually swings by earlier in the night, but I guess something came up. Where are you headed? Helping some new friends make a delivery. Or along for the ride, anyway. Well, even if you're not doing the heavy lifting, or navigating, or whatever, a passenger contributes to a journey too. I never travel, but I do love travelers. That's what I like about this job. The travelers come to me. Do you ever get lonely here? Yes, I do. Well, let me know if I can help you find anything. Al. What's up, Al? I'm a robot, Al. What? Glory, it is good to be among friends. Suit yourself. What are you so excited about? I can't help it. Every time I step onto that boat alone, I think this could be the very last time. And then every time I come ashore, back among people, I think, Glory, it is good to be among friends. Why get on the boat in the first place? It's a ritual of remembrance for me. Tonight, particularly so, it's my birthday. I am 5 years old. Do you know why I say that? Well, I am gonna tell you. 5 years and some days ago, I set out on the Echo River alone, or so I thought at the time. I was looking for an ice floe. They are occasionally rumored to travel our humble artery of their own way, or on their way from who knows where to who knows where. Who knows why? It's a mystery. An hour into the journey, my lantern gave out. Now, I always carry 3 or 4 spares. You'll never catch me in the dark again. Lesson learned, buddy. But that night when the lantern went out, I was stuck in the dark. I kept my arm extended, running my finger along the cave wall, trying to keep my bearing as best as I could, or at least make sure I wasn't going in circles. I just prayed I'd find another traveler who knew his way back to the lake or above ground, or even just a crack in the rock to get a glimpse of moonlight. I had a large bag of apples with me. After a long while, maybe a day, I was getting weak, so I took my hand down from the rock to tear the bag open. Well, when I reached back out, I couldn't find the cave wall anymore, or any other. I was totally unmoored, buddy. Totally adrift. And it was so dark. I started counting time and apples eaten. I drifted in despair for 4 apples. Then I schemed and planned and dreamed for 2 apples. Finally, I came to accept my fate, lost at sea, and this phase I think would have continued indefinitely had I not come down to that very last damn apple. Picture me, feeling around in the empty bag, certain that somehow there was another one of these fist-sized chunks of life-giving fruit, already softened by time and probably an unappetizing brown. Nope. That was it. Just as I was about to bite into my last meal, I felt a tickle on my upper lip. It hatched right then. Couldn't have been a moment later or I would have eaten it. My last apple was infested by a damn fruit fly maggot. Well, that should have been the end of it. I should have eaten that apple and that fly while I was at it and put an end to our little food chain suicide pact, but I waited out of mercy. After all, this fly was basically a newborn child, right? A gross insect child, but still a child, right? Born into darkness and famine, hungry and alone. I mean, can you imagine that? No other flies out there on the boat, and never would be. No other flies to welcome him into the world. I mean, no fly culture, no fly society, no fly history, a true orphan. I started to get depressed just thinking about it all. Worked out a thick tear, I'm not ashamed to say. Well, that fly landed on my cheek, right under my left eye, right on that salty teardrop, and then, blinding glory, his ass lit up like a candle. That wasn't a fly, buddy. That was a damn lightning bug. So, that's how come I'm here today with you folks. Only because I found my way out of that strange river cave by the damn lit rear of some orphan insect hatched out of my last rotten apple. Glory, it is good to be among friends. Okay, man. Peace out, Cub Scout. I like that guy. Glory be, it is good to be among friends. Amen. That guy's a trip, that gas station attendant. Did you talk to him? It's funny, he actually reminds me of that frog we had for a bit. That frog you had. I like to think he was part of the family, you know? Okay, so how does that gas station attendant remind you of a frog? Oh, I don't know, because he liked to talk, I get. What? Maybe we should pick up another one? A frog, or a cat, or an iguana, or something. Oh, interesting. Or maybe a third person to travel with? What's this? Feeling lonely, Cricket? Not exactly. Not like that guy in the gas station. That guy lets the world wash over him, static like a rock, but I You and me both together, I mean, we're always moving, always changing. I think it's because we feel safe with each other, you know? Free. We can just try stuff out, change our clothes, swap parts around, just play. I'm not lonely, just curious. With another person to play with, what else could we be? You may be right, Cricket. You really think so? Wow, I thought I'd have to wear you down a little like I did with the gerbils. Oh, that's Kate. Time to hit the road. Wow. Well, I feel like that's a mature and respectful way to talk to your partner about the potential for, you know, opening up the relationship. I like that. River, I mean. Well, that was beautiful, the floating gas station. I really liked that. See that small brick building? It used to be an upholstery shop. Now it's inhabited by a very skilled taxidermist whose art is greatly in demand. When it was an upholstery shop, it didn't see nearly as much business. The old shop's name has been lost to time and weather. This was decades ago, and the only trace of it now is the grayed frame of an old sign behind the new lettering, which now reads Trapper, Stalker, and Sportsman. And then below smaller, no specimen is too exotic, no arrangement too fanciful. Some of the upholstery equipment is still there too, and still sees active use. Elise is the resident artist, though she's not the owner of the shop. It's owned by her Aunt Ida. Ida has very little to do with the day-to-day. She's busy with other endeavors, mostly the restaurant and something that I missed there. Gosh dang it, I clicked too fast. Oh, Ida. Wait, that's on my list, right? Where's that list? Where's that list? Yeah, Sam and Ida's. It's on Lake Leth. Shannon retreated to the TV room to browse the mammoth's video collection. Or Shannon followed the other travelers ashore to a drowsy beachside bar called the Rum Colony. Oh no! I really want to see the video collection. Oh no, but I also want to see the Rum Colony. I want to do both of these things. Well, yeah, I guess we'll watch the video collection. Gosh dang, I don't like this. You know, you only get to choose one or the other thing. But, c'est la vie, I can always start a new save file. So we will retreat to the TV room to browse the Mammoth's video collection, friends, in the next episode of Kip Plays Kentucky Route Zero, Act 4, Blind. Gosh dang, this is fun. This is exciting. It's been a long time since I played a really fresh Kentucky Route Zero part. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I have been and I will continue to be Kip Icon as long as you friends continue to follow your drams. Bye.